Okay, welcome to You're the Boss podcast. And today's guest I have today is Mark Rossler, President and Chief Executive Officer at HubSpark, a fast-growing SaaS fintech platform that empowers small and medium-sized businesses by simplifying operations, automating customer communications, driving local SEO visibility, and centralizing CRM and marketing tools into one unified experience. And they don't charge you for it, which is definitely out of the norm. So I'm going to find out about that today. So at HubSpark, Mark leads revenue strategy and growth, bringing over 3 decades of experience in scaling business solutions and helping entrepreneurs unlock their business potential. As someone deeply passionate about how technology and automation can transform day-to-day business workflows, Mark is here to share insights on what small businesses really need to thrive, the power of integrated platforms like HubSpark, and how leaders can leverage data-driven tools to win in today's competitive environment. So, Mark, welcome.
Thanks, Ange. Quite the introduction. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, so as the introduction said, you have a platform that helps really entrepreneurs especially in the service industry,
That's
right?
right.
That can help. So, first of all, let's just talk about in that we mentioned SEO in that intro
Yeah,
as well. Can you just explain to anyone who doesn't know what is SEO and why is it
sure.
important to businesses? Yeah.
So SEO is how someone finds you on the internet if they're looking for something. So if you're a home service business, you're a plumber, and someone needs a plumber, a pipe burst or whatever, um, they type into Google plumber near me, and how high you rank determines how many calls you get.
Mm,
And if you're in the 3 pack, which is the top 3 in Google, 67% of all phone calls go to the people in the top 3. So that's where you want
right.
to be.
Mm,
And the problem is, a lot of these small business owners, they're not very technical. They've been around since the Reagan administration. They only had to, run an ad in a Yellow Pages or a commercial on a radio station. SEO is overwhelming because there's a lot that goes into it. It's very involved. And you could be the best plumber in town, but not the loudest. And that's why you're not reaching the people you want to reach or getting as many leads as you're getting or as many calls or jobs. And this solves that problem. That's one of the many things that the HubSpark app does. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
And then you mentioned it being on one platform again. Some people say you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. Other people say it's convenience. What would you say
Well, the
around
problem
having?
with duct taping platforms together is you need to get them to work nice. And,
Yeah,
that's just not that's not how they're designed.
been
If
through
you're
that
getting
nightmare.
leads from different platforms, you're going to miss something.
Yeah.
And you want everything to work seamlessly. So the reason why one of the many reasons why we created the HubSpark app is so you don't need anything else. You just can run your entire business, including SEO and marketing, in one app, and it is completely free of charge.
Okay. So
Yeah.
with your HubSpot app, what kind of things do they have
Yep.
available on the platform?
So the first thing that's unique to HubSpark is it has a unified inbox.
Mm,
So no matter where you get a communication from, whether it's through your website, through your Google business profile, text, email, it all goes into one spot. So you never
hmm
miss anything. And it tells you where it's coming from. So you know what's working and what's not working. Also in the unified inbox, you can respond to them any way you'd like, via text, via email, or via the chat widget that we install on your website. There's a plugin that comes with the app and it installs a chat widget on your website that uses AI to answer questions and is also available 24/7. So that's one of the good bonuses to the plugin that we include. Um, it has a CRM. The CRM is extremely intuitive. Um, It has, it takes payments, uses Apple Pay, Google Pay, Tap, anything, credit card, anything you need. The great thing about that too is our credit card processing fees are some of the lowest in the country. So I know a lot of business owners like to pass it on to their customers or they eat it. Either way, you're either, charging your customers less or saving yourself more money. Um, it sends estimates. It does customer reactivation campaigns. So you
Right.
can send, for example, a text out to all of your customers and let them know that you are running some kind of special for the month of February or whatever. And it will have a link that they can use to self-book. So you will be getting appointments that way. Um, one of the things, the most outstanding thing about the app is really the SEO and the marketing. And I'm going to explain how that works in a way that if you're a plumber, you can understand it. Because one of the good things about the app is it is very intuitive. It is very easy to use, but all of the sophisticated things that you need to do are happening in the background. So you don't
Hmm.
have to worry about that stuff. You just do what it tells you and it'll do it for you in the background. So two things that are really important about local search and getting more business. The first thing in the SEO module is it has a process that we call check-ins. Okay. So let's say, and I guess I'm going to use Florida because my geography for Singapore is extremely poor. But if you are a plumber in Fort Lauderdale and you're headquartered there, that's great. However, you probably do work in Miami and you do work in West Palm Beach or you do work in Parkland. Um, Google doesn't know that you do work there. So when someone in one of those areas looks up plumber near me, you are not an option. You do not come up. So we have resolved this issue by way of these check-ins. So what you do is once you do a job in a particular area, you through the app, you can take a picture of the job that you did. The metadata and the alt tag on the back of the photo is immediately geo-targeted to that area. Then you simply within the app write 10 words about the job. AI then takes over, creates uh, keyword optimized content about the area, unique content also about the area, and then creates what we call a location page and attaches it to your site. So what you're doing is you're proving to Google what you do and where you do it. So what happens is when someone now looks for a plumber in their area and it's not where you're headquartered, but you do work there and you've proven to Google that you do work there, you become an option. So the more check-ins that you do, the higher you rank in those areas outside of your general location, and you will start getting calls from places that you have never gotten calls from before. So that's a great way to increase your business, and anybody can understand that. It's not this super high tech. Listen, there's a lot of complicated, AI and automations happening in the background, but you don't have to worry about that. The app does it for you.
So
Okay.
important that it's
Yes.
easy for people to use because I've used some software in the past where, it's actually turned my hair white. I
Oh,
truly
yeah. I mean,
believe, right?
the
So
onboarding
stressful.
process is a huge problem with a lot of the apps.
Mm. Mm.
Anybody can onboard, and it takes 10 minutes, not even.
Right.
Anybody
Right.
can do it. Um, One of the other things as far as, improving your business is what we call a citation builder. And I'm going to have to explain this a little bit because this has to do with SEO. Are you a big SEO expert, Ange?
Not really, no.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I've sold
The only thing
SEO.
is kind of like on-site SEO is what I deal with, but not
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah. No, I got you. I got you. Um, SEO is very important.
Mm.
As we discussed earlier, it's how people find you.
Yeah.
Now, the way there's lots of different things that you have to do that are very complicated. Like as we discussed before with the check-ins. But there are other things in addition to that that would certainly help you move up in the rankings and get you what we call authority on Google and all of the other SEO sites, which is search engine sites. Um, if you have a Google business profile, which most businesses do, that's great. The app will immediately pull the information from your Google business profile and auto-populate into the app. If you do not, no problem. It will do it. You can enter it manually. Now, a Google business profile is very important, but Google also checks 70 other key sites. You have to have a Google business profile on these sites. And not only do you have to have a profile on it, it has to be uniform and nothing can be missing. If you're not on these sites, Google considers you less legitimate and it hurts your authority and, you go down in the rankings. Now, I've sold SEO before. The best I've ever seen is someone on like maybe 17 of them with a bunch of
Mhm.
things missing.
Mm.
With our citation builder in the app, you enter your business profile one time and you hit send. It immediately, through AI and automation, pushes it out to all 70 of those sites.
Right.
Um, you know, you'll sync with a few in a couple of minutes. You'll sync with a few more in a couple of hours. But within 2 days, you will be on all 70 of those sites, uniform, nothing missing. And within the app, you can actually check the status of each of those sites, so you can
Right.
see where you are. And again, once that happens, you immediately move up in the rankings because you get more authority with Google and you consider it a much more legitimate business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is everything's just done for you. And this is available on the mobile phone, right?
It's mail on your phone. There's an app version. If you go to app.hubspark.com, if you want to work on your computer, but it all syncs together. So when you log into your computer, it's the same as you log in on your phone. And if you're on a ladder, you can use your phone. If you're at your house in your home office, you can use it at your desk. It doesn't matter.
Right. Okay.
Um,
If you can
One of the
run
things
things
I think
from
we've
the chat.
done that make it really exceptional, because again, even if it's super intuitive, maybe there's something you can't understand or you don't figure out, we've created 61 in-app videos
Mhm.
that are in whatever module you happen to be in. So if you're on a page, you don't know what to do, there's a tutorial, a video will pop up within the app and show you exactly how to use it.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
makes it easy.
that's yeah, that makes it easy because otherwise you're trying to search for how do I do this, right? And then you have
Right.
to search through videos and
You
they
don't need
might
to
not
do
come
anything.
up, right? Yeah, that's really
It's
handy. So
like
you've actually
autopilot
really
customer
thought
service.
yeah, so you've actually really thought about how the user is using this
Yes.
and making it as easy as possible for them to use. Okay, excellent. Okay. So,
Ange, if
and I
I'm
suppose
talking too much too, tell me to shut up, okay? 'Cause I feel like I can nerd out with this
Yeah,
for like hours, and I feel like I'm talking too much
no
and I'm talking over
problem.
you, and I apologize.
No problem, no problem. So, what was I gonna say now? I had a question for you. Um, no, it's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
But yeah, so generally speaking, you're talking to people who, um, would be I mean, it would be handy to have this app for people who are working outside of the office. They have to go and service
Yep.
people's homes and things like that, so it's easy
Absolutely.
for
Those are
them
the
to run
people that would
this
get the most out of it, for sure.
thing. Right, right.
Um, However, if you're a mechanic or a dog groomer or you own a barber shop,
Mm,
the 80% of it'll work just fine for you too.
right, okay. So take me through, for example, if I was a plumber, right? What would a day in my life be like if I'm
Sure.
using this app? How would I use it?
So the first thing you would do is you check the calendar.
Mhm.
Your calendar syncs with Google, so you don't miss anything. Anything that shows up on Google shows up on the HubSpark calendar. Anything on HubSpark calendar shows up on the Google calendar.
Right.
And you go to your appointment.
Mm.
You do the job, and then one of the things that we didn't discuss yet is there are review requests, and what we call it is intelligent review routing. And let me explain to you what that is. You immediately send your customer a text after you do the job that has a request for a review. You can say, listen, I'm going to send you a review request. If you like it, can you help me out and fill out the review? Because reviews are the one way that Google ranks a company. There is a link to review the company. And what the AI does, is it finds at first, it'll find an open Google account of the customer and take them right to that page where they can write a review. So it's very simple.
Mm.
They don't have to go through a whole process. If they don't
Mhm.
have a Google account, it'll find a Facebook account. If they don't have a Facebook account, it'll look for accounts in a particular order. Everyone
Right.
makes Google number one. You can change the order. You can create what order you want it in, and
Mm.
then you get a review.
Mm.
Once you're done getting the review, you can do your check-in, take a picture of the job,
Mhm.
do a little 10-word description of what the job was, and then you check your calendar again and you go to the next job. Um, let's say you don't have any jobs.
Mm,
Okay. Then what you can
mm,
do is you can do a SMS, a text campaign to all of your customers and
mhm.
letting them know about some deal that you're doing for the month with
Right.
a link to self book on your calendar. And
Mm,
you will make thousands of dollars that you wouldn't
mm.
have made if you didn't have the app. And it will
Right.
save you approximately 15 hours a week in time. So, I have 3 kids. I'm home right now. I'm in my home office, if you can tell
Mm,
from my background.
mhm.
I have to lock my bedroom door because my 2-year-old would run in here and he'd be the most entertaining part of this podcast, I promise you. But they want to spend time with their families. You know, they want to watch a football game. And when you can't do everything in a seamless, efficient way, I was a roofer. My uncle had a huge plumbing business. Every night, he'd spend hours at his desk doing invoices and things like that. And there's a quick button. You don't even have to go in if you wanna send somebody an invoice, you don't even have to go in the module. There's a quick button right on the top, it's like a button within the module button. You hit it,
Mm.
you start to write the person's name, it populates, you send the invoice, boom, done. Super
So
quick.
how long would that take to send an invoice?
To send an invoice? 1
Yeah.
minute.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So you don't have to
And
mess around with
again,
it.
they can pay for it however they want. Apple
Okay.
Pay, Google Pay, tap. Yeah.
It's so then
Yes,
that helps with the cash flow as well because there's no
of
reason why they
course.
can't pay you. Yeah.
And there are push
Yeah.
notifications. It'll tell you when you get paid. It'll
Okay.
tell you when they open the invoice, all of those
Right.
things.
Okay.
Now,
Nice. So you have full control.
yeah, and Ange, listen, one of the things I do wanna talk about,
Mm.
if you don't mind.
Mhm.
If you watch in the news these days, the CEO of NVIDIA, and
Mm.
NVIDIA is now probably, I think it's the highest value company on earth.
Yeah.
He's going around saying that, all of the new millionaires are gonna be the blue collar millionaires, the plumbers, the HVAC technicians, the electricians. Now, why is he saying that? Well, it's mostly because of AI. AI has to use so much energy to work,
Mhm.
um, that they're going to be building I mean, they already are, but they're going to be building these gigantic facilities to
Mhm.
store the energy, and
Right.
they're going to need plumbing and
Mhm.
electricity and
Mm.
HVAC and all of that stuff. So, what you want to do is you want to put yourself in the best position. Um, so when they're looking for those people, you come up as an option. Okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys, they're struggling right now. Um, Everything is so overwhelming, but I'm telling you, I'm talking to the plumbers and the roofers right now. You're on the verge of a golden age for
Right.
your type of company. And this is
It's like
where it's
plumbers,
all, so hang in
electricians,
there.
and yeah.
Hang in there.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the thing you see this being talked about a lot on the internet and
Yeah.
stuff, but with AI, it's taking all the jobs that are repetitive, right? That can be done digitally and are repetitive and nobody really needs to do them because the AI can do them, right?
Correct.
So those jobs are just going and it's like you can't put the genie back in the bottle. I always
Nope.
say it's out there. You've just got to now face reality, what it is, and how are you
Adapt.
going to be positioned in the
Yes.
world around what it is that you do and what value you can deliver based on what you can complement AI, but you can't replace it, right?
Sure.
And if you
It's a
don't know
great
how to use
assistant, but
it, yeah,
a lot of the, less complicated things that need to be done, and even some of the very complicated things that need to be done,
yeah,
it can easily do.
yeah.
There are
And
certain
for now,
industries that are just gonna completely disappear.
yeah, yeah. And that's always happened, right? We've always had every time some new technology comes along, things change, right?
I agree, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's ever gonna be like the way, and this
Yeah,
transition is gonna
this
be
is
is gonna be
huge.
unprecedented, for
This
sure.
is huge, and so
Yes.
fast. Everything's happening
Yes.
so fast. And the reality is, it's the people like the roofers, the plumbers, the electricians, these are the ones that are gonna remain employed because
That's right.
so far, AI can't do their job, right?
So far,
You
yes,
but we'll
for
see into
sure.
the future. Yeah. So yeah, as you say, unprecedented times ahead. Now, you mentioned just a little bit earlier that you were a roofer yourself.
I was.
So you've been able to understand how the business works and what
Of
would be
course.
really handy for people in that profession to actually have an app
Our
that will help.
founder, his family ran a mechanic shop.
Mm.
Our chief customer officer, he had his own construction business. So yeah, we
Right.
all have, you know, put our heads together and tried to solve all the pain points.
Lovely. Love it. Love
And
it.
and then
So
the other thing is affordability.
mm,
You
mm,
know, all the other companies that play in this space, their premium version is $600 a month, and it's not
yeah,
even
can
half
be
as good as our
crazy.
free
Yeah.
version. See, we're
Yeah.
not greedy. We're not trying to be, gazillionaires. We just want to make a living. What
Yeah.
we really want to do is help them. So we make pennies per transaction. And we think
Mm,
because we have a better product that's
mm,
infinitely, you know, it's infinitely less expensive,
mm.
um, that we will win on sheer volume.
Right.
Now, there is a demographic that, if it's free, how good could it be? Right?
Mm,
So,
mm,
we're going to have to do the free trials. We just signed a huge deal with the largest affiliate platform in the world. So,
mhm.
and that starts tomorrow, and I'm going to be personally running that.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I can't
Well,
wait.
congratulations on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. I think, yeah, this thing about having a free trial, letting people try it out. And then when they realize, oh my God, this is going to change my business or I can't live without this, then they're happy to pay a subscription then to if you're going to go onto the higher plan. Right.
Every time there's a small update, I
Mm,
get blown away. We have the best
mm.
engineers. It is
Okay.
so elegant and so simple at the same time. I cannot. I'm just, I think someone's just gonna try and buy us out.
And what I like as well about these types of apps and this technology is, as you say, they're constantly working on it. It's not just this is here it is and this is what you've got, take it. You're constantly working on it
Well,
so
if I
that
told you what was
you're
on the
improving
roadmap,
it.
you have to.
And do you take requests from users? Is there something in the app
I
that
mean,
would allow them
that's a lot
to?
of the reason why we come up with things. I mean, I'll,
Right,
I'll give you an example. Here's one thing that HubSpark doesn't have yet that we are
right,
working on right now, and it will be there in 4 weeks.
right.
If you're a one man guy, this isn't super important. But let's say you're rolling
Mm,
20 trucks.
mhm,
Tracking inventory is very important. Okay. So we are creating the greatest inventory module, and then we are also, I can't say who it is, but we're having conversations with a very large national contractor supplier where they're
mhm.
going to be able to order what they need through the app exclusively.
Right.
So that's one of the
Okay.
things that we're working on um,
Nice.
right now, and
Yeah.
that did come from a user asking us, "Hey, and you want to make sure your app fits the market." When people start asking for things that you can do that, "Hey, this is the one thing I need that would make this perfect,"
Mm.
then
Yeah.
you're in a good spot. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then what do we do? We do it. I mean, our founder, Jay Rathman, he owns an SEO company that's been around for 10 years. All they do is SEO for attorneys. They're the
Mm.
hardest to rank because they're so
Wow.
competitive. All
Very
the
niche.
experience and all the technology he's learned from that company he's put in there. But when I tell you he pivots so quickly, his brain constitution is just he's hard to keep up with.
Right.
And when he hears something like that, he goes all in and then just does it. And I've seen some of the beta of the inventory app. It's mind blowing. It's better than anything that's out there. And again, we're not gonna we're not gonna charge more money or anything like that. We're just gonna leave it the way it is. And we want everybody to love HubSpark, and we're
Mm.
gonna win on volume. That's what we think.
Right.
The future
So
of
it's
tech
for the
should be free. I don't know if that's the way it's gonna be, but it should be.
yeah. So
Yeah.
then you would take a charge on the transactions, the invoicing that they
That's
do
it.
when
It's
they get money,
pennies.
is that yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
Yeah,
volume
so
that
if
you're
someone, let's
hoping they
say,
can
for
get.
example, I mean, I'm not gonna do, like, the hard numbers right now, but if somebody say does maybe $20,000 in credit card transactions for the month,
Mm.
we
Mm.
make, like, $350.
Mm. Mm, mm,
You
mm.
know what I mean? So,
Okay.
like, we're not charging $600 a month, Podium or Bird Eye or Thrive. We're just, it never will cost the business owner. We just
Yeah.
make money on something they have to do anyway, credit cards and processing.
Right.
It's something they have to
Okay.
do anyway, and we just work that out with our financial partner, that's all.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So so I can tell, like, you're really passionate about this. So what
Very.
makes you
Yeah.
so passionate about it?
Because I really think the timing and the real desire to help people without trying to take advantage of them is, throughout all the executive staff is like that. And we just want to create as much awareness for it as we can. Um, and we really think it's going to change the way small business is done. We're starting off in the United States, but we plan on going obviously global.
I was going to
And
ask
we're
about.
already we're already working on that. I know you're in Singapore, and
Yeah.
you said you couldn't open the app, and that's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but before we even blocked it, we had
Mm.
121 active users in China, but we had to block it.
Mm.
So yeah,
Okay.
we didn't even do any awareness or anything like that, and we're like, where did that come from?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what's your timeline then? Do you know about getting it worldwide?
I couldn't give you an exact timeline. There's a couple of huge wheels that are turning right now. The big one is the affiliate program, and that's
Uh-huh.
how we think we're
Uh-huh.
going to create the most awareness, and that's how we think it's going to be our largest revenue generator.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, starting tomorrow, even if Jay calls me, our founder, I'm not even going to take his call because I'm going to be buried in this, and I'm going to be making sure it is so successful. And I cannot wait. I wanted to start. We got the green light for the onboarding today, and Jay was like, "Whoa, hold on. There's a couple of more things we need to do before we can do this." Because I wanted to start. Um, Impact, which is the affiliate program, they said it usually takes 45 days to complete the onboarding. He goes, "Not only did you guys do it in 11 days, you did it better than anyone else has ever
Oh,
done it."
okay.
Because
You're
you
well.
guys, they're like, you have so many deliverables, you have a great program, all of these things, and that's just the way we are. You know,
And affiliate marketing is just such a great way to grow a business and create awareness. It's like word of mouth digitally, right?
correct.
It's a
It's a
fantastic
great way
way.
to say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So if you're in the US, you can actually download the app now, right? It's available now. Yeah.
that's right. It's
Is
available.
it just the US? Is it Canada as well? Or
It's just the U.S. right now,
just
yes, but
yeah.
Canada will be next, and then
Yeah.
we're going to hit
And then you'll
everybody.
roll out after
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And Ange,
Well,
I do have to compliment you. You were an excellent host. You
okay.
asked
Thank you.
very insightful questions,
Uh-huh.
and we had a conversation. And
Yeah.
I want to, you're obviously very professional.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm a bit of a tech geek myself. I get into
Yeah,
all of these tech apps. When the cloud first came out and I was looking at all apps that would help me run my business, and
sure,
I've been through so many of them. And, you really get an appreciation for the ones that work and the ones that have really thought about the customer and how they're using it and how it just makes there's just never been a better time to start a business online than today.
absolutely. And you
Right.
really should start your own business. That's the
Yeah.
only way to. I mean, I imprint that on my children.
Right.
Don't work
Interesting.
for anybody. Start
Yeah.
your own business. And I'll tell you
Mm.
what. This week is going to be nuts, but next week I'll get you a free version of the app
Oh,
so you
okay.
can use it for yourself.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
my pleasure.
lovely. Yeah, because I loved, like, when I heard about it and I was reading up about what it did and everything, I was like, "Oh my, this is genius. Every business needs something like this," and
That's
especially
right.
because it's on the phone, right?
That's
And
right.
it's just you're out most of the time you're outside, you're not always stuck at a desk, and
Yeah,
in a small business, especially if it's a one-person show and they're doing
sure.
everything, you just need
Just
everything
imagine,
to
like,
work. Yeah.
you're a roofer and you're on a ladder and someone calls you to do a job and you, like, write it
Yeah.
down on a piece of scrap paper and then, like, you lose it because 'cause you're in the middle of doing a whole bunch of things. This
Yeah.
goes right in there
And
and it's
and
done.
also, I think what's really important as well today is people don't have a lot of patience, and if they can't get
Oh,
hold of
yes.
you, they're on to the next vendor, and you lose that job as well, so
Nobody knows it better than home service businesses that's the way it is, yes. That's why Angie's List is so powerful right now.
okay.
That's a website where, they can get jobs from,
Okay.
and 'cause they know it's a race. Whoever calls them back first usually gets the job.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. It's dog eat dog world we're living in.
Yes, it is.
All right, Mark. So thank you so much for today. It's been really
Thank you.
insightful, and I'm looking forward to this HubSpark being made available worldwide so more businesses around the world can
Keep an eye out
benefit.
for it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, fantastic. All right. And I will put a link below wherever you get this, you're listening or watching this podcast. I'll put a link below so
Wonderful.
that anyone in the US at the moment can go and download it and try it out as well.
That sounds
All
great.
right. All right. Thank you,
Ange,
Mark.
thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Absolute
You're
pleasure.
welcome. You're welcome. Okay. I've just Thank you for listening to the show today. And if you've liked what you've heard, then do subscribe to the channel wherever you see it, wherever you're watching it. And if you're on YouTube, ring the bell so that you can get notified when we upload another episode so you don't miss the episodes as they come up.